music deep down because it brings the humanity out of me completely. Like, I have never come across something that seemingly doesn't matter or insignificant or whatever. It's just sound waves that completely can change my emotional state. It can give me something to cling on to when I'm like feeling a certain way, and it's just something that makes me feel whatever emotion I'm feeling and amplifies it like tremendously. I think that's why I've always loved ambient music, because I feel that with ambient music it amplifies however you're feeling to like the max degree, but it doesn't give you a particular way to feel or command you to feel in any sort of way. It just kind of amplifies how you are feeling already and just gives you space to go through what you're thinking. And I think music's just this very special, consistent thing that's always been in my life, and it gives me an opportunity to be creative, and it gives me an opportunity to put something out in the world and articulate things that I feel in a way where I don't have to like speak. And I think I love that, and so many reasons, but it just makes me feel so human and makes me feel just very emotional to my core, which is something that I think is really important and something I love. So that's why I choose to spend my life playing around with instruments. Musical sessions in summer 2020 were so exciting. Like, once I made the decision I was going to start making my own music, the idea that like I'd be like playing the piano or doing my thing, and in about 5 minutes you had like the body of a song there, something that I had created, you know, even if it was like 2 piano chords, like it was all brand new and just so exciting. I remember really vividly working on the song The Ebony Porch, which I think was the first song that I released, and I came up with the chords on the piano. I was like, whoa, that's awesome, I love it. And I was like sprinting over to the laptop to like layer some strings over the top, which I had kind of for the end of the song. But everything was just euphoric. Like, the entire album was basically made like, as I put, like from midnight to like 5 in the morning, something ridiculous. So it was all just kind of at night. It just felt like I was capturing a bit of magic when everyone was asleep and stuff, and just, yeah, it was so exciting. But then I had huge writer's block after that period of the first 2 albums for basically 3 years, where I couldn't come up with anything I liked. I was second guessing everything. I just wanted to give up. Very cliche, of course. But I think what I really realized is when I started like using software libraries and like using samples and getting into creating my own sounds and soundscapes and working with synths and just spending the time to push myself, is when I really started to make breakthroughs again. And another big thing was posting all of my guitar riffs and stuff on Instagram, because again, that just kind of got me out of the whole perfectionist attitude, and I was able to just post stuff and just enjoy making music without thinking about how it's been mixed and mastered and all this kind of thing. And it kind of got me going again, and I've found a lot more kind of like success recently in songs and projects that I'm really happy with. And I think it's because I just started to push myself into new directions. I think as a creative you have to do that. So that's been the biggest thing I've learned, is you can only make music in a certain style for so long before you need to push yourself on, and that's really scary. But if you don't do that, you're going to be stuck, and it sucks. And I think that's what I've learned. So that's how the process has changed. Now I will work with any type of instrument, make kind of almost any type of music. You know, it's ultimately just got to make me feel something vividly at my core, and that's fine. So that's kind of how the process changed. I'm really excited for a number of projects. So firstly, myself and Logan's EPs, which I am so excited to release onto the world. Logan is one of the most talented, incredible musicians I've ever had the opportunity to work with, and I'm so excited for those songs to be released. I'm also working on like some guitar projects as well. I'm working on my 3rd album. I've got my soundtrack coming out in June, and a bunch more things that I've started. So yeah, it's so many projects, it's so many things happening, but I think that's the way I love to work, and I want to seize every opportunity I can get and work as quickly as possible. So they'll be really cool, and I think that's been the biggest thing for this year. It's about collaborations, it's about the soundtrack work, building a portfolio for that, and I think there's just so much coming that I think is going to be really cool, and I'm really excited about, and yeah, it'll be awesome.